A disturbed Kourtney Kardashian is refusing to let her children near Kouri gamble. During last night's drama-filled episode of the popular reality series, we saw the heated exchange between Kris Jenner's boyfriend, Scott Disick, and Kourtney Kardashian reach new heights, with the argument ending in the mum of three vowing to never leave her children alone with Kouri. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and also click on the notification bell to remain updated. The verbal blow-up, which went down in public at a restaurant, began when Kourtney revealed they'd parted ways with their nanny after their 7-year-old daughter, Penelope, scratched her face. For some reason, Kouri had a really strong reaction to the issue and later suggested he would hoop Penelope's ass and give her a spanking if she ever hurt him. Naturally, this angered the Flip It Like Disick star, who screamed, "My little daughter? Get thee outta here." Kouri replied, "Whippin' is that discipline. Don't ever talk about a child like that." Scott yelled. Things took a turn for the worse when Kouri fired back, shouting, "Mother, what you talking about?" As the men went head-to-head, Kourtney joined the hectic screaming match. "If your kid scratched me in the face, you don't think they deserve to be popped?" asked Kouri. "Not at all," Kourtney shot back. "I don't think he's meaning like beat her," said Kim Kardashian, who was also sitting at the table watching in horror as they unraveled. "Yes, he does mean that," Kourtney replied, defending Scott. Although Kris tried to defuse the situation, claiming that despite his aggressive remarks he'd never actually hurt Penelope, Kourtney had already made up and was mind. "He will never be with my kids alone, and if he does that in front of any of us there will be an issue." When the fight ended, Scott, Kim and her best friend Jonathan Cheban, who was also present during the ordeal, showed their support for Kourtney and Scott by abruptly storming out of the restaurant halfway through lunch. Meanwhile, Kris sat awkwardly beside her man, wiping away her tears. Later in the episode, Kourtney and Kouri met up to hash out their issues, with an uncomfortable Kourt admitting they'll never see eye to eye on the issue. Although Kouri assured the Push founder that he'd never hurt her children, he refused to take back what he said. "I understand how Kourtney and Scott feel, but I can say what I want to say because that's my opinion," he said in confessional, adding that he hoped everyone can move on from the disagreement. This isn't the first time Kris Toyboy has landed himself in hot water with the Jenner clan. If you cast your mind back to June last year, you might remember the Cuck episode in which Kouri and Khloe Kardashian tore into each other after Kanye West sent him a message, questioning why none of their family had met his relative. Kanye texts Kouri something along the lines of, "Look, we don't know you, we've never met any of your family members," Kim told Khloe, Kourtney, and Scott in her mother's kitchen. While the future lawyer admitted her husband's approach was brash, she agreed with the sentiment. "Of course we've all felt that way and thought that, but for Kanye to just so bluntly say that to him, I feel like that was the wrong choice to make at that time." Jumping to her brother-in-law's defense, Kourtney said, "He is very paternal though. He tries to take care of all us." Then, Khloe went in on him. "Kanye's delivery wasn't great, but the essence of what he said is true," she began. "Kouri does tend to be pretty secretive, and that does have me pretty guarded. We don't know Kouri like that." The Good American co-founder even admitted she didn't think her mom's relationship with Kouri would last. "After my mom got her divorce, I was like, okay, this probably isn't going to last," she began. "I just didn't feel the need to get that connected or attached. Then when I saw time progressing and the relationship was still there, we tried to get to know him, but he has not been receptive in this whole thing. So, me and all of the kids, we've been more on guard with Kouri." As expected, Kris took offense to the rude comments, asking her children not to talk to Kanye about her partner anymore. Tension reached an all-time high later in the episode when Kris invited Khloe and her best friend Malika hacked out to Palm Springs for a weekend but failed to mention that Kouri would be there, too. After an incredibly uncomfortable trip, Kris decided something had to be said. "I think it's really unfair to direct this attitude towards Kouri," Kris said. "Her behavior is just uncalled for. It's really important for Khloe to understand that she really needs to get on my bandwagon because Kouri is a part of the family, he isn't going anywhere and she needs to be nice. Nobody really slows down enough to take a look at it from a bird's-eye view of my life," she said to Khloe. "I want you to recognize that when you do question my relationship with Kouri, it isn't okay and it hurts feelings. I think what you guys don't realize is Kouri is really taking care of me like no one ever has in my entire life." Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and drop comments, and most importantly don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.